Hi, I'm Elvira, or Elvi for short. Today I'm gonna talk about some things that emos might not want to admit. This is coming from a former emo, so that's gonna be interesting, you can say. Well, I'm somewhat exposing myself, but I'm also exposing some of the other emo people or like past emos out there, which is gonna be fun. It was somewhat trendy for some reason to pretend. Not everyone was pretending, I'm not saying that. A lot of people were pretending to be bisexual for some reason during a certain emo period when I was like the most emo. And during those times it was pretty popular towards some certain videos, and that was, to be more specific, emo boys kissing for some reason. Like, for me it was like I enjoyed so much watching Yahoo, so that was like, it just fitted into the picture and what I enjoyed watching. But I must admit, I didn't enjoy when they were like going all in with what they were doing.
Bruh.
And certainly some of those people were gay or bisexual for real. There were also people who just wanted to pretend for the show, or like to fit into the emo culture better back in the day. But it was kind of interesting, and a lot of the same videos that I watched back in the day, they're still available, they're still on YouTube, and we can joke about it so much we want, and we can laugh and think like, so that was how it was. I'm not sure if it's the same these days with the kids who are emos now, but at least when I was the most emo in my time, this was it. This was completely normal. What I did as an emo teenager who weren't able to find emo music on Spotify because they didn't have the artists and bands yet that I liked. Spotify was like dry as a desert when it came to emo music for a really long time. But suddenly, you know what I discovered? I just went to YouTube. Again, YouTube was my best friend, let's be real. And I just like searched for top emo bands, top emo songs, and that's where I found a lot of the artists I liked. And it was amazing, and that was like my type of way of discovering the beginning of my alternative and metal genres, which was such a good experience to, in such a fun way, watching these grainy ass videos. I did enjoy it. It was really fun in that way, finding these bands, and I love those bands to this day. I don't regret those days, like just sitting on YouTube searching and suddenly finding a treasure. Also, one thing, these days we have Pinterest, we can make folders in Instagram and stuff like that, but back in my day we were using old-fashioned photo albums on our computers. And that's what I did. I created these folders with emo related art I could use for stuff if I had like a really cringy website or something, and just to collect and to have to look at and feel like I can relate to, because the emo art, it kind of expressed like more of the emotions I felt. Because I felt really misunderstood. I felt like an outsider in many ways. I felt like I didn't belong, and the art kinda were able to communicate something I weren't able to communicate myself. I must admit, some of the emo art was really cringy and a bit over the top and stuff, but it's fine. it was fun to go look for those type of arts, and you are still able to actually go and Google and find a lot of the exactly same images I found back in the day. That's not even a joke. I was like 14 or 15 when I really got into anime. And eventually manga as well, but anime was like the first. And some of the first animes I watched was like Death Note, Elfenlied, and a lot of Yahoo animes. They were really good though, and I still enjoy them to this day. it was definitely true that I could relate to some of the emo characters in, or like emo-ish type of characters I saw in these animes. And I was so amazed with their eyes, their eyelashes, their hair, how cool they're dressed. I was like, that's how I want to look. And I was also like really into drawing and stuff, so I did create a lot of stuff by being inspired by watching anime, for example. And it was good. It was a good creative type of process and a way for me to escape from my school life in some sense, to like express myself in a way without using my own words. I could just like draw something and that would be enough. Where I actually were able to learn some of my first makeup skills were through YouTube. And I know that's the same for many people around still to this day. I watched like this how to emo makeup, how to do emo hair, how to dress like an emo, and still some of the old videos I used to watch is still available, and it's so fun. Really, like, you know, they're made in a really trashy as video edit program, but damn, they were really enjoyable to watch, and they were helpful back in the day when I was like a little bit unsure how I could make my look more emo-ish, at least, because I was really into that style. Another thing, I just remembered I had like emo art on what my mobile phone background and my computer background, so I had like some questionable backgrounds back in the day, and I can show you here exactly what they were.
What
I
was
think
that?
it weirded out my friends to an extent, but yeah. Then we are on the last thing on my list, trying to do photo shoots in the same way kings and queens to specify that they did, primarily to like show off the hair, like big poofy hair and the bangs and makeup, but also being able to show off the clothes. It was fun to do this type of photo shoots, but Krista could have just been like in a toilet, sitting there with his hair like ooh and looking cool, and I was sitting there, and so many other people as well at the time being like, he's so cool, he looks so edgy, and he was literally just sitting on the toilet looking cool. Like, how can he do that? Like, how? I couldn't do the same thing looking like that and look as cool as he did, I will say. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2. It was really fun for me to make it, so I wouldn't mind. My socials is gonna be down below, so check them out if you want, and I hope you have a lovely week. Okay, bye!